Hi guys, welcome to Placement Drive. I'm Sushantan. In this video, we are going to see how I crack TCS Prime role. If you're looking to crack TCS Prime, this is the only video you need. I'm going to share the full roadmap from NQT till the interview. So let's start. Let's start from the roles which TCS offer. Um, There are three roles in TCS, and which is Ninja, Digital, and Prime. Ninja is 3.3 LPA, Digital is 7 LPA, and Prime is 9 LPA. For these three roles, there is only one exam, which is TCS NQT. TCS NQT is nothing but TCS National Qualifier Test. Let's start from the exam pattern. This is the exam pattern for TCS NQT. There is part A and part B. Part A is foundation sections and part B is advanced section. In part A, there will be three sections, subsections, which is numerical ability, verbal and reasoning, all aptitude type questions, MCQ type questions. And numerical ability, we have around 20 questions which we should solve in 25 minutes. In verbal, we have around 25 questions to solve in 25 minutes. And in listening ability, we have around 20 questions to solve in 25 minutes. And in advanced section, in advanced aptitude will be around 12 to 15 questions which is solved in 25 minutes, and in advanced coding we have two questions 45 minutes each, total 3 hours of examination. It will be held in authorized centers available all over India, and it will be fully physically proctored, and you should only attempt the test in their PCs, and there will be very thorough checking. So don't try to copy or don't try to do anything else. You will be disqualified then and there. So your only way is you should study well and you should write the exam. It's not very tough. I am going to share a full roadmap on how I prepared, which will be very useful for you. Now let's start with aptitude. The beauty of India Books is they have all type of questions in all type of patterns. So this is the best website for you to practice aptitude. You can take a screenshot of this screen. I have struck down some of the least important topics, and the rest of the topics are most commonly asked. So you can take a screenshot while you're preparing. Uh, I'll share my trick how I study aptitude. I'll just choose one topic from this folders, which is for example, if I choose simple interest, I'll go to career raid. It's a YouTube channel for mainly for aptitude. If you go and type simple interest career raid, you'll get a video in which they will have all most commonly asked 2 to 3 questions, and also they will share the main formula and tricks to solve it soon. So that's enough for you that's enough for that one topic. After you study that about the topic, you go to India Books again and you work out 10 to 15 problems in that simple interest topic. That's enough for one topic. Like that you should do for all the topics. The main key is you should have a note. You should have pen and paper. You should write down all the formulas and tricks for each and every topic wise. If you have done with that, it's very easy. After that, you just need to solve 10 to 15 problems in every topic, and you are good to go. Even you can even solve TCS Advanced Aptitude easily. My advice is don't solve hundreds and hundreds of aptitude problems. That's not at all needed. You just need to know all the formulas and tricks, and that's good to go. There will be no rocket science in aptitude. There will just repeated questions with same formulas and same patterns. So just prepare 10 to 15 problems in each topics, and have a note of all the formulas and tricks. That's enough for you. For coding, I watched this channel for improving my knowledge in coding. Actually, I have some coding experience of around 1.5 years or 2 years in Java. I've solved around 200 problems in lead code. So it was very easy for me to just skim into the videos and go and write the exam. But if you're starting now, if you don't have much deep knowledge in coding, please watch the video slow and steadily, pause it, try to understand, and then proceed. So starting soon is very better for your learning. So these are the two must videos to watch before going to NQT, which is all type of array questions, all type of string questions. Most of the questions are based on array and string questions. There will be one D array or 2D array, but it will be arrays of strings only. The trace or dynamic problems are very rare, but it's not unsolvable. For that also there are videos. So but these two are must. If you watch these two videos, you can definitely solve one question, which is the first question, which is the easy question. You can definitely solve that one. So if you solve one coding question, and if you do well in aptitude, you can get digital as well. So that don't skip these two videos. Watch it very carefully, and it will be very very useful for you. After that, in this same channel, he has mentioned all the most of the previous year coding questions, uh, like happened this year in every batch. For example, there will be two batches per day, morning and evening batch. For them, for the both the batches, what are the questions asked, everything was posted in this channel. So go to the previous year problems. It will be very very useful for that. If you go to the previous year problems, you'll get a good understanding on like what to study, how to study. So these two videos are must. After that, the very very important video which many people skip, and many people skip to learn this and struggled. I saw them struggle in front of my eyes. I know people who are very good in coding. They solve around 100 to 150 problems in lead code. They can solve any dynamic problem questions. I have seen that people who didn't pass the coding round of TCS only because of the TCS compiler. In the TCS NQT compiler is the worst compiler you can ever come across. They would have mentioned one thing in the question, but the compiler behaves like it will completely different. For example, one main issue I faced was, the question was mentioned that in first line of input there is a length of the array, and second line of input there are the array elements. But in my compiler, all there is only one line of input in which everything comes in a order. So if we do a small mistake in taking input, the length of the array will also be considered as an array element. So pause this video. In this video, he have mentioned how to take input well. Like taking, you guys may think, what's going to be difficult in taking input. In Java, if you don't know the length of an array, to take input, you should use hash next. No one, no one would have come across hash next in leak code or HackerRank, because you are going to only solve the function in leak code. You don't know how to take input. So watch this video. It's very very important. If you fail to know how to get input in whatever worst case they give in the question, you'll face difficulty in your exam. So this video is must. And after that, your NQT is sorted. If you score well in NQT, you will get either of the roles. If you do good in part A, that is, doing good means solving more than half the questions. For example, in numerical ability, we have 20 questions. You should solve more than 10 correctly, and that's the same for everything in part A. That's good. I know guys who have solved around 10 questions in every part of the aptitude and got ninja. So for ninja, doing good in part A is enough, but always aim for prime. There is no disrespect for any roles, but always aim for prime, which is that's good for you and your family. So aim for prime. And for digital, if you do good in part A and part B, both in both normal and advanced aptitude, and also you should have solved one coding question. If you should have solved one coding question. The first coding question will be very very easy. If you follow my previous steps, you can easily solve that. So one question is must for digital, and you should do good in aptitude also. And for prime, you should do good both in part A and part B, and you should solve both of the coding questions. And I know some of the guys this year got prime, got selected for prime interview without solving both questions. One question or one and a half questions, that people also have appeared for interview. But in my experience, they couldn't clear the interview, not because they are not talented. It's because TCS notes, have a note of everything you have done from NQT to interview. The overall marks overall marks not only depends on interview, it also depends on your NQT also. I, from my experience and from my analysis, those who have solved all the coding questions and have done good in interview only have been selected. Those people who have done good in interview but didn't solve coding questions have a one one step backhand in this interview process. So please put your full effort in NQT. If you do good in NQT, interview is just a formality. like you should do good in interview also, but most of 90% of your job is confirmed if you do good in NQT. So take it serious, and like I also this is my preparation for NQT, and I did good in NQT. I solved two coding questions, and I also did pretty well in aptitude. So I got my prime selection for interview. After selection mail, after 1 month, I got a selection mail. I got selection mail after 1 month, and from the selection mail to interview, that was around 10 days gap. So after giving your NQT itself, start preparing for the interview. That will be very useful for you. So these are the points which you should keep in mind before going to interview. You should download the TCS application form, which will be available in your next step portal. You should have applied using next step portal, so you should know what is next step portal. Then updated resume. You would have submitted a resume in next step portal, but no need to bring the same resume. You should bring an updated resume, good resume, with more projects and stuff. I'll say what the important points in resume in the next slides. And you should have a other card proof, 10th 12th mark sheets, diploma mark sheets if you have done diploma, graduation mark sheets, both post and UG, and the interview mail copy. This mail you should have a copy of that also. And please carry the original documents. Don't keep xerox. They won't take your documents with them. They'll just check it and give it back to you. So please take original documents and xerox. You should have both. And after that, resume is the main part. I've seen people who bring colorful resume with their photo on the side, having some images and all. That's not at all necessary. The interviewer doesn't want to hire you for UI UX role. So he don't want your creativity. He just want your technical talent. So keep your resume clean and neat. Just black and white, clean and neat. Mention all your advantages, and that should be mentioned in the right manner. Don't have any unwanted sections like profile or my hobbies. That's not needed for interview. So you can say if they ask, but that no need to put in resume. Keep it clean. Have more than two projects, more than two good projects is the only way you can pass interview. Not your coding skills, not your nothing. For me, around 1 hour, we just keep discussing about our projects. So please have 2 to 3 very very good projects in which they can discuss. They will ask you why you did that project, and what impact does it bring to the society. Like you did you do your project for namesake, or does it have any real life applications? They will ask more questions in your project. So please mention 2 to 3 projects, very good projects. Internship experience is not compulsory. If you have, it's added advantage. Then if you have any publications, you can mention it. And one important thing, mention only the skills you know. Don't mention everything. C++, Java, Python. Don't mention everything. They will ask questions, and if they caught you red-handed, then we don't know. So please mention. If you know one language, it's enough. One language is enough, but you should have expertise in that. So that's about resume. Now let's go into interview. My tips for interviews: in TCS, there is only one round of interview. Technical round, manager round, HR round happens in one interview. There will be 3 members in your panel. Um, for for example, I heard in Hyderabad or Andhra, like that parts only, they had separate interviews, technical and HR interviews. But rest of the parts of India, only this type of interviews. So main thing in an interview is your intro. You should have a very catchy intro. Like you don't mention any like unwanted things. Mention your name, your parents, what they do, if you have siblings or not, where are you from, what is your college. That's the first part. After that, you should move to your technical skills. You should say, like, I know Java. I was all around 100 problems in lead code or something, which if you done that, it's fine. You can mention that. After that, you should tell, I have done this project. I have done this project. Like, and I know if I'm familiar with technologies like React, Spring Boot, like that. You should mention all your technical skills, so that they will ask question from that first. If you mention a good project, the good title in your intro, the first question the interviewer will ask is about the project. You should have prepared from that project, so you can easily deliver it. And from that part, you can control the interview. The interviewer only asks the questions which you want them to ask. That's what we need. So your interest should be very very catchy, and you should have in-depth knowledge about your projects mentioned, because projects is the main thing in interview. I like I previously said, for 1 hour we just kept discussing about my projects. So that's how they are interested in your projects, especially in Prime. So keep your projects, have a deep knowledge on your projects, and have 2 to 3 good projects. Then they from for digital and Prime, they asked us to write a code for certain things. Like it won't be very complex, and just basic searching, sorting, link, how to create a linked list, delete a linked list, Fibonacci, factorial, prime numbers, like that only they will ask. So don't think like in DP or graph level questions they will ask. No, they know they won't ask, but you should have knowledge on every data structure. For like you should have knowledge on explaining them, like what they do, why are they, how we use in real life programming. That's all you need. And the main thing is, for Prime, they expect us to know upcoming technologies like AI, ML, or cloud. If you don't, even if you don't have projects in AI, ML, they'll ask about it, because they for Prime, they are giving 9 LPA, so we are going to be placed on good projects which may contain AML cloud. So they want us to know about that. I had a project on ML, so we kept discussing about that for a while. After that, he asked me like AI, what is AI? How is it different from machine learning? What do you know about the upcoming AI technologies? Like he asked questions like that. He also asked about cloud. What do you know about cloud? Like explain me what is public, private, and hybrid cloud. Like question, he like ask questions like that. So be thorough with theory part of AML and cloud. Then the questions they ask from question technologies. Then please don't stammer in interview. Be calm. Drink water. Just go into interview with a clean mind. Uh, interviewer wants. Like there is no need to be afraid of an interviewer. You won't be seeing him again in your entire life. So he's just doing his job. You just go in and do your job. Don't stammer, just be calm, answer the questions you know. If you don't know the answer, try to give a similar answer, but if you don't know, just say don't know. There is no issue in that. Interviewer wants a confident person. After that only he wants a technically sound person. If he finds a technically sound person with no confidence, he won't hire him. So be confident, and say yes to every question he asked about relocation or shift. If he asked if are you okay with night shift, say yes. If you asked that are you okay for relocation, say yes. Because location is not in our hands. They'll just keep putting wherever they want. So that's not in our hands. Shift maybe we can ask from priority bus, but don't ask, because uh, after the interview there will be no sign of like what you said in that interview. Your shifts and your location will depends on that business requirement in that quarter. So say yes for everything. Don't say no, or don't cross question, because it may affect your results. So and ask a very valid question at the end, because that's when you prove interview that you mean business, like you are serious and you want to join a company. So you should ask a very good question, like you can ask about what are the technologies TCS is working on right now, and stuff like that, so to show that you are interested in that company. So that's it about the interview. And there is again another important thing I want to share. For interview, our self-placement drive has compiled around hundreds and hundreds of experiences for both for all the Ninja digital and Prime candidates. So you can check out the PDF in the link. If it is paid, it will be definitely worth it, because we have collecting interview experiences is not easy. We have spoke to hundreds and hundreds of people for doing that. So for our the money is just for our efforts, and it will be very very worth it. Because the return on investment you get is very massive. You get a job. You get a job you desire. So please check out the link if you're interested. Then after you get selection, after you get selected, you'll get a selection mail, or you'll get the release results from your TPO. Let's just be calm. Don't just depend on one company. After you've done your interview, your job is done. it's up to the company what they decide. So just be calm, try for other companies. After you receive offer letter, you'll that will be reflected in your next step portal, and you'll have next step processes which we may talk later. If you have any doubts, please ping me in the comments. I'll definitely reply. You have background verification process and all and stuff will be going on. So just keep clean. Don't lie about your documents. Don't lie about your marks. You'll get caught in the background verification. It will be very strict in TCS. So just be make sure you don't lie about anything in your process. And your joining will be based on this only business requirements. You can't expect them to call you soon or later. That we don't have. That's not in our hands. I got selected in July. I got offer letter in July, but still now I didn't receive any joining letter. But my friends have received. Just it's just luck. But they will definitely hire you. That's for sure. The definitely onboarding will happen, but the timing is not sure in our hands. So just be calm. Try other companies with better LPA, or do some internships in the meanwhile, and you should have patience and you should wait. And that's all about this video. I hope I gave my insights and wish me luck, guys. I'm still waiting for the joining letter. Hope I join soon. And like if you have any questions or anything regarding TCS hiring process, if you have any doubt regarding TCS hiring process, leave a comment. I'll definitely reply. So stay tuned, guys. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.